papa yi aba be kan yensa anopai daddy akwaba
yenia
na anopai hu ti sen
me ado me ho ye
do nyankopon ase pa na ye da wase se anopai wo be kan ye ho e Max Morning show so na eja topic kese bi a no me pese edi hu nkomo kra ansa na ya ba ben se me no ye ben Prevention and Operation Smile Ghana 1 week free speech surgery training program 2025. Ewa pa na wadama etretere ase na bubu mu na yenyina ntia ase bi.
Okay, me that's it. Say one mama sir akwenye and it's a privilege to be here. Mo ye ejuma ding for God and country, you know. Such platforms are very, very important because Brahma the understanding of many issues the people in Ghana so that you know to me actually on certain things. Now a program now and that is speech surgery, you know. Me explain kakra. Your condition be your friend cleft lip na cleft palate tree muno meka obi wa ye wona na nano no apai na ni min muso apai then no friend cleft lip na cleft palate obi wa o minu ni nyina na san kola na ye wo mo a eya na mpembe na dey how both the parents and the child because nipa bebre esusu say sa yare no esusum yare obi wa oba se wonye lucky na say your first born a Rebecca say wafa okunechi and I say no me bi wo so all sorts of stigma are attached to this condition now so condition be very, very common but unfortunately because ye ninti ase ninti no ya na sisa na the how be brave because in fact many of your patients will be okra na ni fear akra Rebecca say you too no because wa wo akola almost say sunsuma ba and as a stranger a child a sign of a curse into no say akola no mama akola no tena fie ho a the no me bebre other people be kwa fie be to be say emba apemfo bebre wo fie na omohu ba na ebia na omo so account mo ba na omo so akowu such a child into na they have a brain so they have to move near there apart from that kwa no wo oba na wa wo no say wonya obema oti nemase a bema no ka be ka say they be oba we oba lock. The other thing is that sometimes with the siblings no say oba ne nuanom so no they also don't want to have anything to do with it because on say yenka no na say ukowai ofie bi mu a impedifo koya hwehwemu sir be investigation to know say ebi ko basa na ye ya hwebe ka say o sa fie we yare wo ho into no enkowai ho into no wo nuanom ba no on be say we there we ya say market into not just say and also so sometimes what happens and say there go such a child that usually no money share them o mo fa nimpi into no akola no share them a mo man aduane within a few days na say akola na efi mo na just say assembly na asem ko you know yakata sokra na just obi ante ho hwe you know and things like that and sometimes and
that's cruel
that's very
it's more deeper
yes but because out of the speech because they don't understand but these children are normal in terms of intelligence now most of them are normal and you know they can grow up to become useful adults they you know and there's treatment in fact it is very common in other parts of the world quite more common saying her because Asia China no near there yeah wo in kola 500 bia obenya cleft back home wow meanwhile in Ghana no numbers near between say wo ebia 1200 opem ohaminu a ibenya collect back home into no is something that happen na if I ohwe wiase nyina every 3 seconds bia no bo wiase baby no ye wo akola bia works are cleft condition it is the commonest facial abnormality but it's treatable ye wo operation to me ye say akola no di bosomo miensa it me ye operation treat ma ano eka no si pepepe na odi bosom nkron so a na yaye palate that's ubie nenuma the top of the mouth no bo say kwan bi da ho na sa cleft palate no ya ta ha adwumi because no esa na nkora no omuntumi num no fo papa nti esa na nufo so no omuntumi ntwe papa nti ya omuntumi nyi then the second thing is sometimes to me esa so you omuntumi nya ear infections nti no so affect growth the to so bi nsa no bad kasa mo so a so mo nyi kakra na se omo za so mo kasa ya no mo kasa mo nti papa into the yes sure mo like the omo kasa deeper nti omo ase into it creates a lot of stigma na and they affect your confidence they omo development psychologically near there because maybe I know person Coca-Cola because of quite we don't need to know kind of hon into you catch omo kasa say sama no mo bo mo kind of the air just sure mo into your surgery to correct sir cleft palate no now apart from that so your incophobia omo nim there from speech therapist omo so check sankole how omo be kasa yi omo kasa mo ate e be ti omo ase and we've been doing this Operation Smile in collaboration with Plastic Surgery Center has been doing this since about 2011 now.
Wow. Yes,
so far no over 2,000 children have benefited from this surgery free of charge. And usually, a lot of these patients, especially when they are born in the rural areas near there, access to care is a problem. And you find free transport to the nearby facility. Now, there's a whole lot of things to make sure that these children are well catered for. Because now care about nutritional problems. Until your nutrition is so pro. To just make sure say they are feeding okay. Your nutritional supplements they more to make sure say or more to me any so that they'll be fit for the surgery. Then your pediatricians, doctors are also sure more make sure somebody examine your masum, make sure say they are growing well. Now they call child welfare clinic so you make sure say panya na ye born kolani na no you make sure say you are born be na or more to me any. Until then your ENT specialists because some of them so hearing problems na or assume they need to be examined to make sure say they are hearing well because speech before obey to me akasano you need to be able to hear the speech before you can reproduce it. Yes. And so that is one of the things and then your nurses are your surgeons or your dentists or they have issues with dentists so just to make sure say everything goes well. All these different specialists back together, your psychologists, so because as a maker, parents who cry no more counseling themselves, to be able to cope with their condition.
Stress.
We do that. So what you are seeing on your screen is last week we had something called the free speech surgery. Now speech surgery a special program to treat some of the children now although they've had cleft palate repair some of them a small proportion of them still now omokasa papa because say person be say Coca-Cola and now daddy sound if you were never you have to close the way into your nose into the sound or say if I'm in if you were never into say obia or although some of them although there's palates you are fixing still now na air no be escape for omohinem into your cat daddy or can hang into for some of these people they need a little more complex operation. Species I don't want to go into the but so a bit more advanced type of surgery be to correct that problem. For the last few years Operation Smile Plastic Surgery Center Akabum Swedish and international counterparts Akabum to bring that skill to the local surgeons and we are training future plastic surgeons and this exercise was to help us to impart that skill to the next generation of surgeons they're about to bring these children and then operate on them together and then pass on it. So this is about the third time I hear such a
Dr. Mpoma say be boa woni e hwe sa cleft e dey na dey ba. Yes,
so cleft a number of factors are the cleft number. One of the things sometimes obi wana or your inherit abnormal gene e be na also you character no far from your parents.
Yes.
And sometimes no families be almost abnormal gene into no they pass it on from generation. There's one there are some like that. But a lot of them no from environmental factors. Obi offer yefunu sometimes in drone be omonom no. Also say mba bebre no offer yefunu kra onye sure say onye. Into now in the first 6 to 8 weeks of pregnancy, that's when a lot of the things are being formed.
Wow.
Into no obi o me home family now and the or try draw way or far way into no affecting the child's development. That's one. Number two, also environmental chemicals being there people are exposed to and also can affect in colonial development. Folic acid deficiency affected, vitamin A deficiency affected. Over in steroids near there and some type of also
cigarette ni shisha ni sa normal ni nyina aka.
So all those things can affect a child or a child in development. And then the other one is also say the more oba nanas obema enyin ansa obewo no, the chances say obewo a child with an abnormality also higher. Okay, you know those are some of the factors are.
Last point ni enchire mu kakra. Oba de enim say ni fie ko enim na say ka say bema de odi 60 kro betumi awo. Yes,
bema do 60 betumi awo but obema bi wa within 90 kro betumi awo. Nti no ho but ye hwe ebia in fact say bema edi between 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. You share all those age groups now. Osha clefts no commoner or more than they, but not just say when you just collab with cleft. It's just the chance of getting a child with a problem higher. But that's it. Statistical, but it doesn't mean say the individual. But me I say when you took a while.
Okay. All right. Doctor, we say mo boa nkofo bebre na sani awo ka no ya wo nkura 500 organa ha nipa ba ko
about 1200
ebetumi enya 1200 we say Asia na 500 na nipa sen na mo betumi aboa won nipa sen na eba how do you source one year what say mo boa won. What's the criteria? Okay, so what's happened to say because we're not of the stigma into now
because nobody wants to sometimes cry a call way in cry Oba akola when all cleft say I saw point to be in court or yard or to be yet the bush for so the child is hidden and today you call every way in cry no wakata kola no that kind of thing So what we have been doing is Operation Smart has been working with some community leaders, and some volunteers. So almost a body role in the Brono, like in different places, so that and let them know say help is available. Into for Operation Smart helpline now, you get access to help. Into there were a team they've been doing that, and now Operation Smart so you both role on air and on other social media platforms. But the key people that work with the community leaders, community health nurses, district health nurses, because in every community there are some key opinion leaders. At least when we work through them, they're able to use their influence to help these children to get access to care. Because we are now almost an officer, but there's help available. And Operation Smart FSA Kano in 19, it doesn't become a financial burden onto this place. So that's is what we do. So, like I said, so far over 2,000 children have benefited from this free surgery.
Okay.
Your form transport can yes, so that it just makes it easier for them to access care. And so that's what Operation Smart has been doing in Ghana over the last 11 years. And then we've also been training, the healthcare workers. We built the first Operation Smart started here now. Usually a year program, 80% of the personnel involved if we are neighbor. As I say, in the program, majority of the people that are involved come from within Ghana. So that is what we built capacity. In the time of COVID, by now obeying to be into Kwino. Now we are still providing that care because we have built that capacity in Ghana. And so that's what we are continuing to do. And we are working at the moment. We are working with some other hostels. Kolebuna, what we call a hub. Now, place like Koforidua Regional Hospital Eastern Regional Hospital Koforidua any Cape Coast Teaching Hospital Central Regional Teaching Hospital also any whole you know, they are all partners. I just say we are trying to help to expand the you know the service availability so that you don't have to travel all the way to Accra to get care, but you can you know also get care within your locality. I know some of our colleagues in Kumasi and other places are also doing some work in this area, and you know it's a team effort to make sure say no child who has this need is left unattended to.
Okay. And tell us for say afenu abeka ye ho aye ne kwankyere for pani a owo oda Korle Bu National Reconstructive Plastic Surgery and Burn Center and no Dr. Opoku Ware Ampoma na yedi nkomo bebre afa nkora sebi ye wo aya na kwan bi da wano ha say ni o say friend cleft am say yate one say be also na e woni minim na what you've missed you can always go back to YouTube Max TV and as a Facebook na wakwa akohwe sise mpese ye dane ye ni e kire Korle Bu Burn Center on pese papa ni yedi ho nkomo kakra edia Burn Center ho e what is saying talk to us a little bit about what goes on there.
Okay, so the National Reconstructive Plastic Surgery and Burn Center you know facility bia aban through the help of an international NGO called Research Africa. 1997 and now center now since then it has undergone some expansion due to the help of some support agencies near there. Now what happens at that time now there was no plastic surgery service in Ghana as a reconstructive surgery service.
As of 1997?
Yes, as of 1994. 1994 na project started here. And now we died in 1997 and as a movie center. Into that there was no established plastic surgery service. Into no doctor that time now you need plastic surgery bia in Ghana. Until the first plastic Dr. Tony Lane or no Kusuya or no now based in the UK and now Oba down now Dr. Mock ne Dr. Pencil or Mummy and Sana just say almost started center no and Dr. Edu ne meso yebeka ho just say Dr. Edu no move to Kumasi or ne Dr. Agbenokumo and also Kumasi Musudi, but this center was the main center of excellence for plastic reconstructive surgery. Now most of the time no tama aban yes opese or yes our project na probably bring tia say na plastic surgery there so most local plastic surgery obia doing cosmetic surgery because of internet maybe but cosmetic surgery a part of plastic surgery. Okay. But make sure about 90% of the reconstructive and 10% cosmetic. And cosmetic is part of plastic surgery. Plastic surgery the plastic surgery plastic word from Greek. It means the word means plasticos, means to mold or to shape something or to form something. Plastic surgery is a specialty there. It is meant to restore the form and function of any body part. Say you will be say cleft for you will be not say the body part and for me here obi ana na no obi ana nsa bi ana obi na nsa na carbon and na say nsa no extra bi wo mu ne ade ne nine all sorts of deformities we treat those ones and obi so through yare disease process and now through an injury accidents na dey see and na say odidema we try and restore the person back to the normal. And you deal with some types of skin cancers, other problems. Obiwa onya scar say kilos no idea in ho neba. Obiwa ni na ho elephantiasis the kind elephantiasis na ho lymphedema. Ni na plastic surgery for the na ehwe. Obi also a ohihia and na say onya injuries bia those are do baby no to mean ni omun sem omunya baby e fe no contractures ni na plastic surgery na yehwe ni na there's a whole lot of issues that we deal with. A lot of the road traffic accidents will be planning him very sensitive into no when you say pretty on in manner of fix you need a lot of expertise to be able to because depending exactly and then Benz
please let me quickly entiabusia wadama say wo hwe anopai na ebiamfoni bi a wahunu ni nyan ma wa wadama fache nti sene abronika no viewer discretion is advised sene be ya wonko hunu bibi a beto wa MCC why na enkomo ayedie na toda na aba ne sai wo se hunu Jumaso a papa church no na oti ase ye da se pii at the end of
and you know so Benz is one of the key things that we treat our center on. And apart from that we also do some cosmetic work say breast reduction
me na bia no yete no fo so ho na ye ma no fo so ye kese ho ye ni mo
liposuction tummy tuck no me ade bi obi wo na yefunu
ay kese pia me nyina ye ho me ka se ko photo kwankwa bo na ko esa Ghana ha so yetu me
na Ghana no de he because you go bi wa patients bi wa obo be ye wi a obi bizarre so obi ko amono no ba mi wa da
Ghana ha no ye we jam my headline back. Nipa bebre ho Ghana hair no mu ye tummy tuck, liposuction, any breast augmentation ni no na ye omo ye no. Omo pese e be so omo ye ni kolebu o si ye kwa ma no ne ko ye aha.
So Ghana say bia ye settings.
Bia ye settings. Eja kan jenzi brofo. Eja kan jenzi brofo. Eja ye kasi edi komo afa burns prevention ho a.
Yes.
Waba no me pese we kire mu in fact answer na obeko prevention no types of burns mu dealing with na fe waba kwan a omanfo be fa so a yenko hiasa nko hiasa no
in fact sa topic topic a ehun hia pa a wo say de bia ebo hu deru because burns no hwe burns over 80% of burns are preventable na
ja yen kire mu twi wo say
oha nchichemu edo watri that's 80% of burns are preventable
nka ya di anka
anka won se ba ya hweye kakra anka ensi
eja tiremu
and the reason is burns we have different types of burns your burns are if there's a heat sources and heat sources no osho and into no eja baako eja say naked flame. And I say
viewer discretion is advised
because some obi was saw candle was saw and now ye eja ho ejuma na ahye no ebisu ye hot liquids say in so share and I say in she hot oil all those hot soup you know types of liquids and that steam omo ye on the steam
kada unu aduane na ubie so a etumi show nsa ho nyina
and I say omo ye car engine ho adwuma no ubie engine overheat na ukobie we na bibia iso no na ebetumi you know so many you know so that is one source and ye wo into eno ye heat sources e dia dry heat and look na bibia also na bibia explode e bia akọ gas na
explode Bibinia sabi wadani bruni by force gas explosion
into no then and your electricity so to be my Benz into we need electricity could ya go no so to me cause Benz and then the other and do was it the picture that you saw
please bring back the
okay so let me just finish so and your radiation say radiation energy and also to me cause Benz into electrical and your chemicals this one to me cause Benz into no back to the
chemicals no you use labs no industry
but unfortunately in Ghana no chemicals are available also chemicals are regulated but unfortunately in Ghana no ukra 10 Ghana uko kadisha benya acid ato other places you won't get it like that. It will be on acid no say acid no it looks like what it will be on the good coke bottle mu abi o caustic soda no the good or the good quad or the good Sprite bottle mu next you into that color ko tama
mama kai ma say me hu bi pa ni ma me the caustic soda e good Sprite bottle mu so abofra ne fa no e pra na yes ma ni mu nyina
yeah yes sometimes they also hear more operation quite be because a mom minimum a carbon not to say omuntumi many ade na ade you know all these are things that are preventable, you know. Into your cinema is Benz I see on the domestic front. Oh, that's a fear. And they AC a jubim, and those you also happen in the general environment. But as a country, no, we don't. Yeah, I say you said that and study how to prevent burns. And I say you said that my education. We work with school baby. But can you remember any time in your education from primary school to secondary school to university? When you talk, you check about burn prevention. Say how to prevent burns.
Social studies textbook kakra, classroom kakra.
You know, so a lot of these things, no, it's not that. But elsewhere, no, it is part of the society. Even before you even go to any big meeting, say the best activity now, they'll show you say, in case there's a fire, there's a fire exit. This is your exit. You know, that kind of thing. But here we are not even your fire with you cry. It's one of your onboarding orientation. No, your child about fire safety near there. Make sure say you know how to use a fire extinguisher. Because in fact our center say no. One time we had a problem. There was an electrical issue and was no back where she. But thankfully, no one the nurse on duty was trained in fire into no or but can you imagine say Betty headline? The burn center has burned down.
Whoa, that would be some headline.
Exactly. So these are some. So wow. It's something that we have to be very intentional about it. There's so many things, but because of the time, let me start from the domestic front.
Okay.
Domestic front, a lot of the burns happen to children. Now, children, a lot of that is a hot liquids. Now, the commonest place I see in a kitchen. Into no say compound house system no. Say you ensure that any demarcated area kitchen. Even some of the domestic, I mean, if you're more flat money idea no, they have to orient the children and say kitchen you don't go here. But na kulano so na mo no, you know, that kind of thing. No more, and then most of the time, sometimes kulano mo that's a Janice Jaswa. Being why or handle. Now a handle no etel into no frying pan say now akwara sumu na share hot oil eguno na there and I say compound house ye hu aduane na abi ye aduane wo jaso na akwara no so di agro mo bobo na so mo chase o mo around but then into the bia na obi ekopolina wakoto nkwan mu and I say wo kra hot e bi wo de kona wo de bi na we ko share akola na say bibi apate na say we hwe it happens all the time. Now one of the simple things is say even most people weather no cold because e dwen so share ko dry most because we kra wo ye bi be sure say wo kra wo ye bi mo nua hot water no na mo kra hot water no na mo de ko dry ko hwe egu those that don't have the water coming from the shower no but no if you collide with somebody now that's how sleep here asamaba and what we advise is say if that's what I mean you don't have the water coming through the shower now and that's you have to boil it separately you know you have to get the some colder water now mix it
baby
just into the bucket and see of some cold water in it already. Now one mix it until once you are transported to the bathroom no no
and so that person has a someone working nipa bebre nim wo say can be na yentie dia doctor can
no you should share now and once you share no enfend dimika to the bathroom baby I want you to share for bucket is your with cold water now mix it you should know why
and so I told her na kwaduro
and no prevent it because most of the time no a lot of people on nam kwan so okodi insuhye no ko edwaye no asleep na ni baby kwa ni I mean ni babako efrimu through that because or the hot water no to so extent say when to be and survive but that is how because not just or transporting hot water to the bathroom. You know, it happens but also sometimes when it happens to somebody now you can say and as a you will not appreciate the reality of it but the best it happens all the time into the home no kitchen is one of the places kitchen bathroom now kitchen also one of the key is also gas and that's also gas no in terms of avoiding deforestation near there but gas also can be very dangerous in a sense say gas no say gas no under pressure was cylinder no now say a PFC cylinder it expands very rapidly into a filling room no and it can explode. And you know it's advised say you don't keep the gas cylinder indoors. Into gas most of people no come fear cylinder no inside, but cylinder no is not supposed to be inside. It's supposed to be outside where there's some circulation. And from so that at least a leaky crack disperse. So it's very, very important because this thing has killed so many people. So many people have. That's what them catching. That's what them are a leaky. Now, wapeja. Sometimes they say wapeja pool. Sometimes even the light switch. Once the light switch, you know, a pager will inside. We saw like the pager was hand. So some people know just the switching on the light was triggered an explosion. Remember, say, "Be how much no gas leaky or why?" Now, be what is a gas leaky? Into a bucket in your doom light or sunlight in no wash or so to be exploded. Wow. Into no, it's a water gas center. Don't switch on the lights. Just open the doors and windows and leave the place. What is it here? You know, and don't also try to fix the obioana or the stones regulator no regulator na say just you please, but most of the time most places now the abo AC regulator no so just trying to you know, but it doesn't help because it kills. It will be kunipa all the time. Many people you know it's something that is quite important. Now gas no gas in Abia expiry date sir into we share yes, into show what we are embossed also into know every we told them monocra after 10 years or so we call take the integrity of the cylinder no say if it's still okay to use. If it's not, they will advise you and they will show you what to do. There are experts who take care of that. The other thing is that sometimes some comfort gas cylinder no car the bar say na you're rolling and that pick up a cheap it's not as bad, but obiwana also baby or the sun also na you rolling cylinder na bounce you know in a cylinder no weaken the integrity of the cylinder. Wow. Into all those practices no but the important thing is about the location. Say it should be outside. Into no say my Baba say na me see outside but you know, so what we do is a cage. To be decided metal that cage near their shape, they are connected to the kitchen. In the no silence, if there's any leakage, it's not in the kitchen, so that you are safe. And then you connect a tube through into the kitchen, and I think it helps. The other thing is also gas swap, upa matches no. Then you turn on the obiwa now waso gas no esiso on pump until na ni we fi no obia we nya call na ni we fi na adeni leaky into oba back no be page na just explode into little things like that cause a lot of problem into no it's very, very important into no and then electricity you know on the gas kakra yes. You see phone yes duani wo kitchen what I receive phone wo kitchen we betumi di ojashia because also the phone signals no na energy that's why say we call even filling station because do mobile phone because some of those energy can cause is the phones be okwa it will be heat up when it's operation and you know all those things can trigger these are all safety measures that we all have to be careful about you know whether but because a lot of people know, a lot of events happen at the home I'm talking about, but then electricity too is very important. Also electricity say when himself when electrician ECG phone for but now now person meter that's a transformer and that's a pole now and all those things they cause a lot of then for the children for feel no so no once also protect sockets no some of the sockets are alive and you know in Kolana ya no more the pen and no more the nema socket into the this plastic things are to be the share socket into Kolana to me get access to and as we will charge for now na when you call now we disconnect with now we ja wire na Kolana we are now akọfa she the no now when you electrical bends all these things can happen electrical appliance asaya get it serviced obi okwa otumi hu say bi an fridge no kiki
Wow.
Yeah. So these things are real. It happens, all the time. You know, if you have any appliance, that's one we say a commercial car, and even a hotel owners. Sometimes or more, even heaters now. Some of them they are not earthed properly. Into shocks near there. People have been electrocuted in the bathroom.
Wow.
Near there, and so so it's just about we as a society, being conscious of some of these potential hazards and trying to deal with them. But one of the key things I also want to emphasize on is that burns prevention, apart from what we do, let's say our daily habits near there, in terms of how we handle hot water, how we handle hot soup, how we handle steam, even microwave a bit to me I'm our burns if you are not careful. Microwave sometimes they do not baby she say be into the mark like all those is very, very important. Who could dry a colacra, Macolano check temperature and say, okay, manual. Me who day old baby I wouldn't do 3 hours scrap our shishi. Because midwife no and check temperature. It's a I wouldn't fresh baby. Now or about with burns to the whole body.
Right. Yeah, quickly, let's say Obia Shishi Wufia first aid money and family and sana.
So obey shishia. What you do this just immediately just cool it into just ordinary water. Yes, just what it doesn't have to be cold. No regular water. No ordinary water. So a coolie burn and also act as some form of pain relief for the patient. The pain is also a buffer. Into coolie burns now. Now the any clean cloth and clean towel would not even clean plastic what the cataswa and then you go to the hospital for the appropriate thing, because sometimes also people the toothpaste the petroleum jelly put there it's not our advice they just use water first but some you see some very, very strange names. Say na eggshell. Kosia na say kosia you inside no issue go so obiwa na omuji tutu obi kwa ninchi ejanan like cow dung there so many crazy strange things omudi ye me by the time obedu was kana adena infection exactly you'll be surprised, but people use all sorts of things. Binum uses some of the car mechanism use brake fluid. Near brake fluid they go so and all sorts of mechanics yes brake fluid so also people do all sorts of strange things, but the important thing is that let's make sure pour water on it. Yes. And then sometimes how we store some of these chemicals, or petrol, because we store petrol in this normal. Also, what's not so we have petrol? It means there's a leak. It means you are in danger. Anytime you smell that in the car, and I say, ubi oko garage, o smell it because ubi ana or the petrol no or the go regular your particular containers are the store petrol and metallic to my very tight leaky, you won't smell anything, but people store it into it cause that obi so be or shinra na sa can see air pressurized once some pressure can because it will explode into all those can cause
this is a dual spray.
Yes, some of those sprays exactly yes yes some of those are pressure into it will explode. Okay, but that is obi wana or shinra wofie or na say again and she into or the petrol and now the vehicle into in that process it will pay and that's a generator yama light of generator is so fuel na yellow doom generator na money before you fill it, but they are trying to fill it whilst it's still hot. The
generator is still
hot. So I can create so many.
You have to come back next time. Minister Besmo Binswama, Dr. Pacho, Adia Bakwa, a typrancophobia, if you need emergency exits.
In fact, that's what I was coming to say.
Yeah.
The burn prevention, it starts from the design of the house.
Okay.
Many of our houses now are death traps. because there's only one entrance, only one exit. I mean, there's only one place that will be to be a PFE. And to know every house who designer, you have to design it in such a way, say there are alternate routes in case there's a problem, fire, will be to be a SKP. But many of our houses are not like that. And to know a lot of our chamber and hall accommodation, that's even some of these even big bungalows near in they don't have that because of criminality. You know, we always close up our windows. But even when you want to do that, there should be a number of them are they are yet to be so that in case there's any fire, you can escape. In fact, many families have died. You know, recently there was one, I think outside Accra, where nurse and Nimba, they all burned to death because they couldn't escape because they had. So so it starts from the design of the house, and even the material with which you build, because some materials be a conductor easily gets bent. So the type of material you use and also very important. The type of wiring usually very important. Even the household wiring, we see that every 15 years you have to have the wiring checked.
Yes. Doctor, but also every 15 years.
Every 15 years. 15 to 20 years. Also, more check it. Some of the houses are very old. Into why is not old? Into what's it? Why is insulation do? I say rubber be but that are rubber not cracking. Into that why it's not touchy. Jobu or because if you see but none if you know exactly.
Doctor Pacho, you can't say bedding come on. Ya brother swa me baby cry up and I don't pay ya dasipi doctor. I was here for your name Dr. Opoku Ware Ampoma Pay NOye Director, National Reconstructive Plastic Surgery and Burn Center, War Kolebu. And I pay only young Ababedin Komo Alpha program Kasiepa Ebaso Burn Prevention and Operation Smile Ghana 1 week free speech surgery training program 2025. Also, Mushase from 2011. Kakra. Omuye cleft your mayor, ya no any minimum coin that hono. Now, I'm the doctor. Answer now, Bekono. We be here support a free general public for this. Just a few seconds.
Yes. And we are appealing to the general public and all corporate citizens. This is a call for us all to support, because these are our people and they are vulnerable, and we need to do all we can to support them. Whatever you can do. If you can contribute your time, you can contribute resources to help us to be able to bring the needed care to these patients. All right, Doctor. Anope dasipi pa nyangopo nhyira pa education audio about my family there. I mean him say 1 year 80 max 89.7 maximum 104.3 any max TV so nyina obia fane there yen nyina momode amfanye adwuma na ogyahihye no eso entemma yen we bia wo bia no waka kire nyangopo so nhyira doctor emma sabre nkofo bi di wa woda yen nhyira won kakra na yen toa so wa wudi wa woda nyankopon nhyira pa Benedict Ofori Anang ne wa woda the twinkle of my eye, the hope of my heart, the dream of my soul, and the most amazing son I could ever have. Wow. Thanks for being there for me all the time. Happy birthday from Dad. Oh Papa say onyankopon nhyira pa ema woda pa. And Tando aka Toaster Apsu 1996 Tando aka Toaster and Odina Woda, and then a happy birthday from all Apsunians in Ghana and abroad. All right, happy birthday, all right, Tando. Now Randy and Odina Woda and also Apsu for 1996 happy birthday from all Apsunians in Ghana and abroad. When you know I would have pa. Mr. Emmanuel Kwating and Sudina Woda from APSU 2009 accounting evening class. God bless you richly. We love you. Nti APSU for the order power. Hey, happy birthday, Brahima. Corporal Emmanuel Edu and Su Edina Woda and Kofodia local prisons for nyina so nyankopon hira pa we efri wa wofo ani unuanu nyina ho nyina so mo do pa onyankopon hira.
Hadi ensu Edin awodan wish you very best of luck in your new age. Onyankopon shapa Hadi. Priscilla Edin awoda wishing you a happy birthday filled with love, joy and laughter. May this year bring you endless happiness and success. Priscilla Onyankopon shapa. Debbie ensu Edin awoda keep growing in grace. May the Lord favor. May the Lord favor, may the favor of God take you to greater heights. All right. Happy birthday to you, Debbie. So Nyankopon nimpa ni na yemu ye emfa unko bi ekron pa. Happy birthday to you, beautiful Debbie. Mrs. Mary Nyakunso Edina Wodanda, your strength, compassion and laughter lights up everyone's life. I hope this year brings you as much happiness as you bring to everyone around you. Where if we set Obo Bi ho Kotobabi or Madam Mary Nyako and Mrs. Mary Nyako, happy birthday. Okay, NTM sir, Mpanin sir, Sankofa Yinti, where UPSC for 2009 accounting evening class. God bless you richly. NT UPSC accounting class, one and evening classes, 2009 for Sir Omoma, Mr. Emmanuel Quating, happy birthday. Onyankopon shapa enti UPS for 2009 me to safre mu nyina momra me donate for plastic surgery na kolebu fo ye no an ketwa bia nsa wo ska bi na pese wo de bo a wo kolebu a hwe ben center se Fondex wo ho betumi akọ na wo so wo mo ebiso ya da wase pa from no nsia besi ne na wo ne ahwe bo mu amutie max 89.7 maximum 104.3 mu amuhwe wo Facebook max 89.7 ni Max TV ene mu amuhwe Max TV so nyina da mu nyina asemi da DJ Holy on no tinchim afidie no e Max 89.7 technical team ni nyina enemy producer David Owusu ansa me da mu nyina se Onyankopon ya adoma ebehia chena me dey Joy Wilson. Joy comes in the morning. Step into today with power and purpose. Your greatness awaits. I'll see you tomorrow.